Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Kari and today I'm doing something a little bit different. I am going to show you all of the bookmarks I own. Over the years I have collected a fair number of bookmarks. I never used to use them because I would just memorize the page number of the book or books that I was reading and then continue on from there. Occasionally, if I was reading too many books at once or if it had been too long since I started reading it, I would use like a receipt or some other small random piece of paper as a bookmark. But then I found bookmarks at places I had traveled to, and decided to buy those because they're small and they fit into a book, which I always had on me anyway. I think I probably started collecting them somewhat unconsciously, maybe 10-12 years ago, and like I said, I've got a fair collection of them now. I do use them significantly more now. If I don't have one, I can still memorize the page number, that's not a big deal. But because I tend to read more than 3 or 4 books at a time, I prefer to use a bookmark simply for ease of use. I have a lot of numbers and random information spinning around in my head because of my job and all of the books that I read and all of the stuff that I do, which during the winter is not that much, but during the summer gets to be rather a lot. And again, just for ease of use, it makes more sense for me to use bookmarks. Also, I have gotten bookmarks as gifts, which you will see in a minute. This is the first bookmark that I have to show you. I got this one from my mom's mom when she was still alive, which is part of how I know how long ago these bookmarks started accumulating. This one is a bookmark that I got this Christmas actually from one of my cousins and one of my honorary cousins. They came out to Colorado for Christmas and they made this bookmark. So they made the friendship bracelet that is the little dangly bit, and then they made the paper bit with some decorative paper. The same two cousins also made this one with some of that decorative tape and made the friendship bracelet that dangles out of the book. This one actually came with a rubber band because somewhere between getting into my parents' house and getting down to their bedroom, they lost the friendship bracelet. They did obviously eventually find it, but it did start with the rubber band. This one came from a store up in Duluth down at Canal Park. I just think it's really pretty. It looks impressionist and that's one of my favorite styles of painting, and it has a lighthouse, so I bought it. 3 bookmarks all came from Isle Royale when my family and I went up, back when I was in high school sometime. They are made out of wood. They have pictures of a wolf, a bald eagle, and a loon going left to right. They are very thin wood, and I just thought they were really cool, and they came from Isle Royale, which is a beautiful national park. Next we have this turtle one, which I believe also came from my grandma. If it didn't, it came from somebody who knows me well. To be honest, I don't remember. I've had it many years. This one I also don't use all that often because I'm not entirely sure how to put it into my book, and it is a little bit thicker because it's round, which means that it holds the book open more than I would like. However, it's very cute, and I have used it in some of the bigger books that have the weight to keep it closed. This bookmark is magnetic and is from Gooseberry State Park. I love going up to the waterfalls there, and whenever I go up to Duluth to visit one of my aunts and uncles, we pretty much always go there because it's pretty close to them and it's a great place to go around and just get out of the house. However, I have been known to slide down the stairs on my butt to avoid falling on the ice and tripping on the ice, or slipping rather, hence the sliding down on my butt. Again, still beautiful. I just thought this was a really cool bookmark, and it's one of my favorites. It's very effective. This came in a set that I ordered because I thought that I needed more bookmarks. This was a couple years ago when I started to read 7 books at a time. That was a mistake. They were just fun, cheap bookmarks I found on Amazon, and I liked the animals that they had on them. I knew I had another Isle Royale bookmark. This is the River Otter one made out of bird's eye maple. One of my other wooden ones came from when I went to Sindemai in Wisconsin with one of my other aunts and uncles last year. Well, it is last year now, May of 2019 anyway. They had a craft sale, and I just thought this was really fun. It's reminiscent of older times with the candle, and reading by candlelight, while it always sounds really fun, would probably strain my eyes to the point that I'd go blind. So this is as close as I'm probably going to get to that, but I thought it was really cool. One of my absolute favorite wooden bookmarks, though, is this one. I think it is my favorite. I don't remember where I got this. I think I got it over in Leeds. I could be wrong. Either way, I got it from one of my trips, and I think the wood is absolutely stunning. It's a little bit darker in person than it appears on the camera, but it's the perfect size, both width-wise and length-wise and breadth-wise. Whatever direction you're counting, it's the perfect size. The design is stunning, and I love it. Then we have this, which I got in Alaska when my family went. We've traveled a lot. And, I mean, it's Alaska, it's a bald eagle. We saw bald eagles, and a bookmark is, again, small. This is one that I made myself, probably sometime in high school. I enjoy drawing mountains. I'm not great at them, but this was one that I was actually pretty happy with how they turned out as far as the trees and the shading. It's pretty simple, but like I said, I liked it, so I put it on a bookmark. I don't use it very often, mostly because it's generally at the bottom of the pile. One that I basically don't ever use is this one, which has a picture of me when I was, oh boy, I'm wearing one of those black chokers that's coming back into style now. So it must have been sometime in late elementary, early middle school, which would make it 2004, 2005-ish. For whatever reason, when we took pictures that year, they gave us to them on Bookmarks as well. Don't ask me why. This one I got when I was in South Africa because it's cute. How could you not like a little leopard cub yawning? And it's magnetic, and I really like those. I also got for Christmas from the aunt and uncle that came out this year. It is Harry Potter, Dobby, Hagrid, and Hedwig in clockwise order, starting from the left. These are magnetic, they're small. Haven't used them yet because I've only had them about a week, but I think they're adorable and I love them. This is a cloth one that I'm sure I bought somewhere or was given to me. I really don't remember the origin of several of these, but I like this one because it's not thick enough to hold the book open too much, but it does give you a very good grasp of where you are on the book. Also, I like the colors, the light blue and the dark brown, and I think it's really pretty. Then we have this one, which is from a high school teacher of mine after I went to college. She went to Turkey and brought me back a bookmark because we both really enjoy reading, and this is just stunning. It's like a Turkish carpet on a bookmark, and it's perfect. And there's this one, which I bought for myself because I really like the look of the old antique maps, and this is it on a bookmark. This is one of the ones I use most often because I like the design a lot. Then there's this one, which is also cloth and is long enough to hang out the bottom of pretty much any book. I believe this one was given to me, but I don't remember specifically by who. I like the pattern, and it is really good for the bigger books, particularly nonfiction or books that are the size of the hardback of Dark Age. Almost done. We have my Slytherin bookmark, which my sister gave me 2 years ago now, for either my birthday or Christmas, I don't recall exactly. This one is great, but probably not for smaller books because the metal on the top of it is definitely heavy. So if you use it for small books, it tends to fall out because the pages aren't heavy enough to hold it down. So I use this with bigger books, but I really like it. It's cool. And then the last two are some of my favorites for sure because they are Anne Boleyn and Elizabeth with quotes from each of them. I bought these from a store on Etsy that is really cool, and I think they're beautiful and iconic, and obviously since I have an obsession with Elizabeth I, I needed these.
This is the last bookmark I have, which I got shortly after filming the rest of these. This one I got when I went up to Duluth to visit some of my cousins up there, and the day I left, one of my cousins who shares my birthday gave me this because she knows I like reading, and so she wrote my name on the back of it and everything, and I think it's super sweet and adorable, and I am very excited.
That's all I have for now. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.